Hi there, I'm Sarah from Great Days by Sarah, and today I have for us a workout where we work in opposition. So one part of the workout will say being a push movement and then followed by a pull. We'll go through those movements twice through and then we'll end each round with a finisher. Let's get warmed up. We're going to start in our space. We're going to do a little bit of hip opening today. Bring one leg up, bring it out to the side, and then around. Sticking on that same leg, little circles. Be extending a little bit each time. And then we'll reverse it. Bring it back, up and around. Start feeling your core engage a little bit, but mostly focusing on this hip opening. And then switch it over other side. Lift it up front first, to the side, around, and back. So I will be using weights for this workout, but if you don't have weights, anything will do. Cans of food, water bottles, reverse direction, back and up. You really don't need a ton of weight to feel your muscles work in a little bit different of a way than if it was just your body. Relax it down. I'm gonna go quad pulls, but alternating. Gonna be here, walk it out. Pulling your heel towards your glute, tucking those hips under, feeling the stretch in the front part of your body. Hamstring kickouts. Kick it out, reach it up. I like to do an arm circle back with this one. It kind of multitasks that motion. Getting warmed up through my shoulders as well. Last one each way. Shake it out, relax it. So if you are using weights today, move those closer. We don't need them for the first move, but we'll need them for the second, for the first round. So come on down. We're doing push-ups to start, and we're gonna be in like a W position. So your arms from the front will look like this. Arms are gonna be a little wider than they would be if we're doing those like chaturanga push-ups or the triceps. They're gonna be out to the side and moving into like a W if you take a peek at your elbows. So they're not coming wide to the side, they're kind of going behind you. It's like a happy medium between that tricep push-up and the super wide ones that we've done recently. So I'm gonna modify, because my shoulders like that way better. And we're gonna be here, it's gonna be for time, so take your time going down. Maybe even on the first one, you lower all the way down and then press all the way up, just to get a feel for what your shoulders feel like. And for some of us, this is very awkward because we've never done ones like that, and that's okay. But you're gonna feel it in a different part of your shoulder, a different part of your chest, and even through your back, which is why I like this one. Probably see already why I modify. And if you're doing it from your feet, fantastic. Just make sure your back is not swayed, your core is tight, and you're really keeping the form. As always, I'd rather have you modify and get a fuller range of motion than be up top swaying through your back. You got 10 seconds, maybe 2 more. 3, 2, 1, not quite 2 more for me, but there it is. So there's our push. Now we're gonna do our pull. So stand it up. If you are using weights, grab your weights or grab your objects. We're gonna find the hip hinge first, little bend through your knees. Hip hinge forward. It doesn't matter how low your chest goes, your back should stay flat. Palms face, it's gonna be a nice row up, slow, fight gravity, way down. So we're here. Our back stays flat, our gaze stays down. And we pull instead of push. So elbows are hugging in towards your ribcage, squeezing your shoulder blades at the top. If you are using water bottles or cans of food, I'm sure you can feel that mobility in your back as you move. Feel that strength. You have 10 seconds. 2, and 1. Lower it slow, stand up tall. Fight that urge to just bend over with those weights. Put it back down, we have one more time through, and then we have our finisher. Same type of push-up. Those W's. Here we go, at your own pace. We're gonna inhale, exhale, push. Inhale, exhale, push. Not going all the way, that's okay. Inhale, exhale, push. But your elbows are going behind you like in a 45-degree angle. They're not out to the side. They're not hugging against your rib cage. So even if it's tiny, it's training your muscles to move slightly different than maybe they usually do. Just 10 seconds. You got 3, 2, and 1. Stand up first. Safely pick up those weights. And we're right back into our row. Tip it forward, flat back, gaze down. Think long, strong line between your tailbone and the tip top of your head. If you have a mirror to check yourself out in, awesome. Even if you don't have the weights. But go into the bathroom and find that position and see what you look like. You're breathing. Really squeezing at the top. We're not coming back to these. 3, 2, and 1. Stand up first, then lower the weights. Our finisher this round is mountain climbers. So come on down, hands on the floor, or to modify this, the back of a couch on an ottoman so your body's more at an angle. But I don't have anything nearby, so I'm going to use the floor. And it's just 30 seconds. So I want you to go as quickly as you can, because this is a finisher. We want to get our heart rate up a little bit, but you can run it out or just drive your knees in. Here we go. So it's driving your knees in as quickly as you can. Maybe you jog it out. Either way, my hips are low, my gaze is slightly out in front. And just like that, we're over halfway through. So this is a short finisher today. Usually we do about a minute. It's just 30 seconds and we're already 3, 2, 1, time. Rest, shake up those wrists. Pick up your weights. You need them for both exercises this time. First one we're doing is a weighted squat. So feet hip distance apart. I'll show you from the side first. Weights are gonna go to the side. Just hang, they're here. And press up. From the front, palms face you. Sink it back, chest stays lifted. Press in. Join me when you're ready. So it's not super slow, but we're also not pushing the speed because we want the depth. If the weights ever become too much, set them down, do body weight. Excellent, 10 seconds. And just like that, we're 3, holding the weight still, 2, and 1. It's an RDL. Feet hip distance apart, roll your shoulders back, tiny bend in your knee, tip it forward, maybe your weights come just below your knees, and you stand it back up. So it's a Romanian deadlift is what RDL stands for. Pressing back up. The goal is not to see how low you can get the weights. Your back has to stay flat throughout the entire move. Letting your hips and hamstrings, those glutes and hamstrings, do the work. And of course, a little bit of upper body because you need to plug your shoulder blades back so you don't round. So you're not here, it's here. less than 10. 3, 2, and 1. Finish the one you're on and go right back into squats. Sink it low and up. So sometimes this one's referred to as like a suitcase squat. So picture you're bending down to pick up a suitcase, pressing through those heels. This is our final time through. Really challenge yourself with your range of motion. And all that means is how deep can you go, but still keep your form. You got 3, 2, I'm gonna sneak one more in. 1, stand up, adjust your feet if you need to. You shouldn't really have to. Roll your shoulders back and down, tip it forward like you're looking over an edge, and then right back up. Excellent. Breathe. Keep that focus. It's our last time through this. When those glutes and hamstrings get tired, that's when the back kicks in. And if you can't go as low, don't go as low. Just go to your knees and back up. As long as you're focused on this posterior chain, that's what you're gonna focus on. That's where you're gonna get the results. 3, 2, and 1. Safely put down your weights. This time we're coming into squat jacks because your legs need a little more work. So it's going to be squat, it's narrow, jack, it's wide. If you're not jumping, it's squat, kick out, squat, opposite. Here we go, it's just 30 seconds. Once again, big, strong finisher. So I like to think of this one as kind of like a firework. You're in the casing, you're out in the sky. Halfway through, you got this. Maybe you can pick it up a little more. You're here, it's quick. Make those arms engaged. Less than 10. 3, 2, and 1. Relax it. We got one more round. Biceps, triceps. So with your weights, one in each hand, or one dumbbell like this. If your weights are too heavy to do singles, bring them together. We're starting with bicep curls. First round through, traditional, palms away from you. Good stance, little knee bend, shoulders back and down. We curl up, control it down. Don't let them straighten all the way. Don't let them rest. So from the side, it looks like this. Up, control it down. You're almost straight. Just don't let them rest on your legs. Excellent. Last one. Come down onto your knees. You can use 2 weights. I'm only going to use 1. For 2 weights, it will be here, behind your head, elbows kick forward, and stay narrow. It's not here. They're not wide. So I'm going to show you what it looks like with 1, because I have 10s today. My shoulders aren't feeling super strong to support me. So I'm going to be here. My elbows are close. My elbows are tight. And then they come up and they stay tight. So it's like I have a rubber band around my biceps and they stay close. You'll see a lot of times people at the gym who are lifting too much weight that they're like this because it's not just their triceps doing the work. We want to really hone in on these tricep muscles. That muscle in the back of your arm doesn't get a lot of work day to day. Hence why every time we do triceps, we tend to really feel it. So of course you can use two. Use two dumbbells on this one, just press them together. We're here for 3, 2, and 1. I like kneeling on this one because it makes your core work a little bit more. You don't have the bottom half of your legs. That's why we came to a kneeling position. Come on up. Hammer curls, this time palms face. So you'll be here, roll the shoulders back and down, palms face each other the whole time, and slowly control it down. Same concept, come to the top, don't let gravity drop them down, and then they come down, not fully straight, to rest on your legs. Last time through these strength exercises. Focusing on your core. No swaying. Once again, at the gym, sometimes you may see people really using their body weight, and there's a time and a place, but a lot of times when you see it, it's just because the weight's too heavy. Just lower it. Focus on that muscle. Excellent. Last one up. Drop it slow, and come on back down for one more round. 4 tricep extensions. They're up. Both weights pressed together. If you're using 2, either way, elbows are hugging close together. Tighten up through your core so your back isn't fully arching when it comes down. Excellent, you got this. Last 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Move those weights far out of the way. We got a big stance next. We're going skaters. It's 30 seconds. So walking it out, it's a huge step out and tap. A huge step out and tap. Or hopping in the balance. Some sort of variation. Last 30 seconds of work. Let's go. Breathe, really squeeze those inner and outer thighs. We're staying low, my knees are bent the whole time. Halfway. Pick it up. I'm gonna try. Excellent. So strong, you got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax it, walk it out. Shake it out, don't sit, don't go anywhere. We gotta stretch. Let's go back to where we started. Pull one knee in for that hip. Out to the side. Find the balance. Pull it back, find the quad stretch. Maybe. Hold that invisible lamppost. That always seems to do the trick. Send that same leg forward, hamstring stretch. Hands on your thighs, your shin, or maybe the floor. Sending that right hip back. Starting to elongate some of those breaths, letting your heart rate come down naturally. Roll it up slow, other side. Hug your knee in first. Pause. Bring it to the side. Open it up. Pause. Then to the back. Quad stretch. Not going to happen this side. That's all right. We smile. We get right back into it. Invisible lamppost comes back to save the day. Excellent. Kick it forward. Treat the side as an individual. You might be able to get as low. You might not be able to. That's okay. Can't keep my balance in this one. Big inhales, big exhales. Walking those hands down where they feel comfortable. Slowly roll it up. I'll come down to the mat for one. I want to do one more hip stretch. It's too much with the balance, so I'm gonna do figure four. We're gonna be sitting up a little bit. Right leg over left. Flex through your right foot and then play with it. Can you sit up a little taller? Maybe you need to kick your heel and your hips towards each other. Where you wanna feel it is through this right hamstring, hip, and IT band. The closer your foot, your left foot is towards you, the tougher it is, the bigger the stretch. Find something that feels good and then just hold for 2 huge breaths. And then switch it over other side. Plant that other foot down, cross it over, find the flex to protect that knee. Sit up tall, and then play with your distance. What do you need to do on this side to feel that stretch through your hip? And relax it. Find yourself into a comfortable seat, whatever that looks like for you. Inhale your arms up, over the top, meet them at the center. Bring them down to heart center. Thank yourself for showing up today. That was not an easy one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked that workout and you're serious about changing your situation with your wellness, I have a 12-week transformation program called Great Days for Mom Method. And it takes fitness, which I love to call joyful movement, nutritional counseling, meditation and mindfulness, but all around just self-care to reset your system, reset your mindset in order to make yourself a priority physically, mentally, and emotionally for those 12 weeks. I would love to chat. Even if that's not in your realm of things and you just want to say up your steps or dial in your nutrition a little bit, let me help you figure out. I have a ton of free resources I would love to share. I just need to know what you're looking for. So drop me a note on Instagram, on Facebook, leave a comment on YouTube, wherever you can reach out, and I would love to help you out. I want to help you achieve your dream health scenario is the best case for me. So go have a great day, and I'll see you soon.